This young man, who is also class president, is a natural-born orator. He's an athlete, an actor, a national competitor for forensics and debate. He is the voice of the class of 2017. Please help me welcome Matthew Wilson.
Hello and congratulations to the class of 2017. Now before I begin, my physics teacher, Mr. Mormon, told me he wanted this speech to be different from all of the other cliched graduation speeches. So I'm not going to start by saying, we made it. I'm not going to tell you that Merriam-Webster Dictionary defines memories as the time within which past events can be or are remembered. I won't do it. I won't even tell you that you will look back on high school as the greatest years of your life. Nope, I'm not going to do any of those things. And most importantly, I'm not going to make this speech one big metaphor for our high school years. I won't say, high school is like eating an ice cream cone from Magic Fountain. I certainly wouldn't extend the metaphor. We all got our first job when we were 3 years old. We worked in cone management. The bosses were mom and dad. They would say, "Is that a drip I see? That better not be a drip." That, as the vanilla slipped down the cone and onto our fingers, there was more ice cream on our arms, faces, and clothes than in our mouths. Our 3-year-old efforts were in vain. And so begins the training montage for cone management. The Rocky theme song, the sloppy arm drips, the burning sun melting our ice cream, and our efforts. Our tears turning milky as they pour onto the cone. Along the journey, we stopped losing half our dessert to drips. No longer were we exiled from the family car if there was a cone in our hand. Gone were the days of being unable to shake someone's hand if we were eating ice cream. Finally, as the montage ends and the song plays its final note, we lick a cone with ease, not missing a single drop. We became new people, drip-free. Sure, our parents may have just trained us in this art selfishly to protect the car and laundry, but we can take away some very important lessons. We can learn from our efforts and realize the valuable skills we gain from cone management are the same as the ones from high school. We have learned and lived by the 7 pillars of cone management. Pillar number 1, we learn to stay focused. Focus is the most critical part of cone management. If you look away for too long, the ice cream melts and your hand gets sticky. You need to pay attention to the cone. Small drips are manageable, but if you let time pass, the drips multiply. Soon enough, the problem becomes insurmountable and beyond your control. Whether we were tackling SATs, AP tests, or finals week, our focus helped us to ensure success. Pillar number 2, we learned to build a secure foundation. If you work diligently when you start your cone, shaping the ice cream to prevent drips, you will have an easier time down the road. Knowing you have a strong base, you can enjoy your ice cream with peace of mind. For the past 12 years in the Summit schools, we learned our ABCs to prepare us for reading Crime and Punishment, and our multiplication tables to prepare us for calculating complex integrals. This foundation was necessary to prepare us for taking the next steps in our educational journey. Pillar number 3, we learned to be well-rounded. While working your cone, don't just lick one spot over and over, though you may be drip-free in that spot. The rest of the cone will melt. Use a well-rounded approach to licking and pay attention to all sides of the cone for a more enjoyable experience. We haven't just learned academically at SHS. We learned speaking skills in speech and debate, athletic skills at the student versus faculty volleyball game, which we unfairly lost, Mr. Martins, and artistic skills in the Hollapalooza hallway design, which we finally won this year after having the best hallway 4 years in a row. Pillar number 4, we learned to have patience. Don't be overeager to get to the good parts. If you chomp the bottom of the cone, you'll get a delicious bite, but the ice cream will drip out and the cone will fall apart. However, if you have patience and work hard until you get to the bottom, then you'll have a cleaner, easier experience with a satisfying finish. Now I know we're all excited to get out of high school, but we didn't just rush and drop out in 10th grade. We waited until 12th grade and are graduating with flying colors and a nice diploma. Pillar number 5, we learned not to overwork. As much as you want to prevent drifts, always be careful not to lick too fast and put too much pressure on yourself. Slow down or you'll get a brain freeze, which makes for an unpleasant experience. When high school got really tough, we learned how to take a break from the work and follow Mr. Sears' instructions to go find the rainbow. Pillar number 6, we learned to be aware of external obstacles. Things happen. If you focus only on your cone, you might not be aware of something elsewhere that could affect the experience. Keep your eyes open and you can protect yourself from outside forces. When we faced outside obstacles or made mistakes in class, we learned from them and took steps to make sure they didn't happen again. Pillar number 7. We learned not to be afraid to ask for help. Though using the first 6 pillars makes you a cone management master, there is always possibility for a mistake. Don't put all the work on yourself. Accept help when you can get it. Our parents, teachers, and friends have been here to help us grow and succeed and save us from a melty cone. When we simply couldn't get all the schoolwork done ourselves, we turned to our teachers, and more importantly, each other, for support and guidance. The 7 pillars of cone management not only helped us stay drip-free, but also guided us through every step we have taken or problem we have faced in our lives. These simple lessons in life about commitment, resilience, and the appreciation of those who have been there for us has brought us all here and will continue to serve us in college and in our lives ahead. And after all, the 7 pillars of cone management would be useless if we weren't all here together, helping, pushing, and inspiring each other every day for 12 years. So let's all give a big thank you to the ice cream cone for teaching us that. That's an example of a cliched metaphor in a graduation speech, and I'm not going to put that in my speech, don't worry. All I will say is thank you to every parent who got us here, every teacher who showed us the way, and every member of the class of 2017 for being part of the supportive and loving family. Congratulations. And Mr. Mormon, I apologize for saying this, but we made it. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the senior class secretary, Kate Griffith.